Hey guys, Deronda here with Foods 101. Today I'm going to show you how to make this lemon pound cake loaves. This is going to make 2 mini loaves. The ingredients you're going to need is 1 3/4 cups of all-purpose flour, 1 cup of granulated sugar, 1 large egg at room temperature, 1/2 cup of sour cream, 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1/2 teaspoon of pure lemon extract. It'll make all the difference in flavor. 1 teaspoon of pure vanilla extract. Be sure you use pure. It'll take this to another fantastic level of flavor. 1/2 cup of butter at room temperature. 1 large lemon. I'm going to show you how to zest and juice here in a little bit. And 3/4 cups of powdered sugar that we're going to use to make the glaze once we bake our mini lemon pound cake loaves. Let's get started. In a large bowl, I'm adding that softened butter. See how soft that is? That's what you're looking for. If you need to soften it up, put it in your microwave, nuke it for a few seconds at a time on defrost. Yes, I said defrost, and you'll get this lovely softness here on your butter that you're needing for your lemon pound cakes. Add your 1 cup of granulated sugar. We're going to beat this for 5 to 7 minutes until it's nice and fluffy. After 5 seconds, we're going to add our egg into our butter and sugar mixture. I meant 5 minutes. Now we're going to beat in our egg till we can no longer see it. Be sure to scrape down the sides of your bowl. That looks great. Now we can add our zest. To add your zest, we're using a microplane. You want to make sure you clean your lemon, dry it really well. And we're just going to go for the yellow part. You don't want to get down into the white of your lemon here because you can get a bitter flavor, but as you can see, that zest will come off very lovely on a piece of parchment paper, and I'm going to use this zest for our glaze. It will be delicious. You're looking for about 1/4 teaspoon, and we'll set this off to the side. Add your vanilla extract along with your lemon extract. Back with those beaters. We're going to beat this in till it's well combined. Be sure to scrape down the sides of your bowl as you go. And then we can set this off to the side. In another bowl, we're going to add all of our flour with that baking soda and salt. Give these 3 ingredients a lovely little whisking. And now we're going to add this in with our wet ingredients, alternating with the sour cream. And back with our butter mixture, I'm going to add half the dry ingredients in, along with half our sour cream. And we're going to beat this until you can no longer see the flour. Continue scraping down the sides of your bowl. Now that the flour has disappeared, we're going to add that remaining flour with the remaining sour cream. Mix until well incorporated. That is well blended, and look how thick that batter is. That is a great indicator that these lemon mini loaves are going to be lovely and moist. Time for their baking pans. I've lightly greased and floured 5 3/4 inch by 3 inch little mini loaf pans. We're going to spoon the batter into each. Just like that. Remember, these are little pound cakes, so they're not going to rise too much. Then we're going to tap them so we won't have any air bubbles in them. And you may even want to take a knife and run it back and forth. This will ensure you won't have pockets of air in your lemon pound cake loaves here. I've got my oven preheated to 350 degrees Fahrenheit, so off to the oven on the middle rack for the next 35 to 40 minutes, or until a toothpick inserted comes out clean. Use your timer and no peeking. 40 minutes are up. Let's check on our lemon pound cakes. Using a toothpick, stick it in. Pull it out, no batter on that toothpick, so this is ready to come out of the oven. Pull each in its pan for 10 minutes before we remove them. So set your timer for 10 minutes. All right, 10 minutes are up, and let me turn off my timer here. to remove our cakes from their loaf pans. And if you grease them, floured them real well, they should just pop right out. And look what a beauty that is. And then we're going to cool them completely here on their cooling rack. And this will take about 30 to 40 minutes. Ooh, and they smell so delicious. I can smell that lemon. Yum. And then we'll be back to make the glaze. We're going to make our lemon glaze. Back with that zest, we're going to use a half a teaspoon. Put it right here in your powdered sugar. For your lemon, we're going to cut it in half. That's lovely and fresh. And we're going to squeeze it. We're looking for a tablespoon of fresh lemon juice. So let's see what we've got here. That's perfect. 1 tablespoon. We're going to whisk our zest and our powdered sugar in with our lemon juice. Perfect texture. And look at those little pieces of lemon zest in it. It's going to be fabulous. Back with our loaves. Glaze. Add it on however you wish. These have been cooling for about 40 minutes. I like a little bit to run along the edge. And then we'll cover the top of this one. This can be a lovely treat as a gift with your coffee in the morning, or a little snack with tea, and the kids would love it with milk. Alright, I'm going to let this sit up for about 20 minutes and I'll be back to tell you what it tastes like. Time for a taste test. We'll just put it right down here. Slice into it. See what it looks like on the inside. The best knife to use is a serrated knife. My bread is still just a tad bit warm. I cool it down a little bit more, but I love that warmness on it. And look how lovely and soft that is on the inside. It's going to be absolutely, it's still super warm, so it's kind of falling apart. I'm going to give it a try. Wow, the buttery lemon taste with that lemon glaze on the top with that lemon zest makes it absolutely fabulous. You're not going to be disappointed with these lemon pound cake loaves. I'm Deronda with Foods 101. Give me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment, hit that notification bell to be the first to get my new YouTube food videos. Look how moist. Thanks a million for watching, and I'll catch you lovely people later.